Oh, what are you upset about? Live from Kroger headquarters in Cincinnati, Ohio, where Kroger CEO Rodney McMullen keeps declining. Disney CEO Bob Chapek's FaceTime terrible Thursday edition of Business Pants, joined as always by the Lurker and the Madman. I'm a hockey puck-shaped chocolate cake with cream filling and chocolate glazing.
By the way,
that
does
really
the Kroger thing need some explanation? Probably, yes.
Go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead.
Don't say gay bill introduced in Ohio, and we're waiting on the Kroger CEO to get woke. What do we think?
I looked at the list of Ohio companies headquartered in Ohio. It ain't gonna happen, Matt. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure that one's gonna pass.
This is from a guy who had his undergraduate degree in Ohio. It ain't gonna happen. In today's Ziploc bag called April 7th, 2022. We have two new games. The CEO headline reality TV show game. White Dude Offsets.
Yeah.
And the Lurking game by Emma Lurking. You know, we really do create. I know nobody listens, nobody cares, but our content. Come on, this is A+ content.
It really is. Next level.
Come on,
let's do this
Who's
thing.
doing this? Let's do it. Okay. Mine's long, but I don't care because this is a new concept, and I think I did it. I really did it for Emma, so I'm hoping I please her. So let's do this.
I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean in like Sheryl Sandberg.
Here's how it went. I decided to pick all kinds of crazy CEO headlines, and then I realized, these are basically reality TV shows. So I went and I matched up the headline with the reality show on the network, and we're gonna see how it works. We're gonna see how it goes.
Okay.
Match game.
I'm excited.
Here we go. First headline: Space industry CEOs pledge to create more inclusive workforce.
All right.
Matt loves
Good
a
job.
pledge.
Yeah.
And yes, I think this is kind of a first. They named their pledge. It's called the Space Workforce 2030 Pledge.
Really?
Thought that was cute. Maybe the pledgers should buy a mirror because only 17% of the pledgers are women. But okay, let's match up the headline. Really, it could be any show on the subject of our culture's greatest pledge, vow, promise, scam, and that's wedding shows. And I'll say, let's go with Say Yes to the Dress on TLC because I think our very own Emma Lurking secretly loves it, right? That's the... Yeah.
Wow.
It is not such a secret.
Okay, it's not a secret anymore. All right. See how the game works?
Did we just
Four
play
weddings
the game?
is better, though.
It just
Four
seems
weddings.
like you just told us the answer. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the game.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I'm ready.
I'm not going to slow it down with a quiz. This is the game is I'm matching things, and you guys are going to either.
I
We're
thought
watching
this
him
was
play
more.
a game. We're observing his gameplay.
Yeah, apparently we're voyeurs on the game
That's
Damien plays
fine.
by himself.
It's a game for me. Here we go. Next one. Two related headlines here. First, Star Entertainment CEO Matt Beckier resigns, takes responsibility amid ongoing investigations over possible breaches of anti-money laundering and counterterrorism laws at its casinos. And another headline: former CEO to pay full restitution in $15 million embezzlement scheme. I mean, if you want to guess the show, you can. If you're not looking at my script.
Love is Blind.
Emma?
Shark Tank.
Ooh, nice
no,
one.
The real answer is CNBC's American Greed, which focuses on cases of Ponzi schemes, embezzlement, and other white-collar crimes.
It's very on the nose for you.
Moving on. Activision CEO's meeting with options trader under U.S. probe. This is a good one. So remember Bobby Kotick and the insider traders, including Alexander von Furstenberg, they met a week before they did their insider trading. They had a brunch together. And here's this fabulous quote from Bobby Kotick's spokesperson. Yes, he has a spokesperson. He said this to Reuters. Mr. Kotick had a social brunch with his friends at a popular restaurant. He, of course, didn't share any information with them regarding a possible transaction with Microsoft. I love that.
No, that didn't come up. It didn't come up.
Of course not.
It was
They just
brunch. They
happened
were
to
talking
buy-
about bacon the whole time.
Yeah, they just happened to buy a shitload of shares there. So anyone want to guess, or should I just play the game myself?
I'm going to go with America's Next Top Model.
Whoa. I'm going to go Married at First Sight.
I went purely insider trading here. Here's an oldie but a goodie. A CBS TV movie called Martha Behind Bars.
Oh,
Obscure.
dun-dun. Yeah,
Moving
really
on,
obscure, not a
Starbucks
reality
CEO
show.
announces NFTs to workers amid union drive. Anybody?
Wait.
Taxi cab confessions.
Cash cab.
Nicely done.
This sounds like something nobody needs, so I went with a show that nobody needs, and that's also about made-up junk, and that's TLC's Long Island Medium.
Oh,
Moving on.
I like it.
Here's the headline. This is actually from the Financial Times. Can Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon DJ an investigation? Yeah, this is from the FT. I ask you not. Any guesses?
The Simple Life.
What? No, that VH1
it's not
show
bad.
where they used to bring you inside celebrity houses.
Wrong. The answer is CNBC's Secret Lives of the Super Rich.
Oh, that's pretty close. I was
Oh,
close. I
That's
was
pretty
close.
good.
Moving on. Hertz, the Hertz CEO vows to do right by customers after reports that Hertz customers were arrested, some even jailed, and held at gunpoint after false theft reports. I guess Hertz was calling in their rental cars as stolen. And I seriously, any guesses here? This is an easy one.
I should have saved Cash Cab for this one, but now I'm gonna go Formula One Drive to Survive.
Never
No,
heard of
it's this one. You have to focus on the pledge, the vow, and the blind
Interesting.
vow is love is blind. Again, love is blind.
it. Only show you know. No, it's actually the 33rd season of Cops on something called
God.
Fox Nation. 33rd season. That's
They're on
something to celebrate. Next one. The CEO who fired employees over Zoom is back, and now he's asking more to quit.
Undercover Boss.
Ooh,
Oh,
good.
nicely played. I would have gone on this one with Project Runway.
This sounds like a show that just won't quit no matter how much I want it to quit, so I'll go with all 26 seasons of The Bachelor on Disney's ABC.
Ooh, you could
Shame
have gone
on
with
you,
Survivor,
Bunch,
but went with The Bachelor. Nice.
Here's the next one. Why aren't fat CEO salaries more of a marketing crisis? This comes from Adweek, this story.
Oh,
Emma's thinking. I think Emma knows where I'm going with this one. This is an easy
Deal or
easy
No
joke.
Deal.
No.
Oh, I was gonna go with Intervention, that A&E show.
Oh my God.
Close. This is back to, is it TLC? It's TLC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to TLC. This one is My 600-Pound Life.
Oh,
Up
that's
next.
a show?
Yes, it is.
Unfortunately. And there's actually offshoots of that show, Matt. You don't want to know.
That
Oh
is
my
also
God.
true.
The next one, Starbucks CEO whines that companies are being assaulted by the threat of unionization.
It's true.
Mm.
That one feels like Cash Cab.
You can't just keep saying cash cab.
No,
I'll
but
tell you.
it's assault. Like, what's fighting?
Oh, you're getting close to it.
Yeah, fighting is what is top of mind. Like, what's the show where people fight a lot?
The
I'm like-
Real World.
Oh,
Ooh, close.
does wrestling count? Does
Sure.
WWE count? That's a
not?
reality show. Come
Yeah.
on.
The Challenge.
Pretty close. This just sounds nauseating to me, so I'm going to go with Celebrity Big Brother on CBS. I can see it now. Howard Schultz arguing with Jamie Dimon's son-in-law, Joey Romeo, about how entitled the other house guests are when they leave the water running while brushing their teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
All right, speaking of Jamie, here's the next headline.
almost
JP
like you
Morgan
wrote that.
CEO. Jamie Dimon calls for an increased minimum wage, saying people who work starter jobs like cashiers, cooks, or bank tellers don't get the dignity they deserve. Anybody?
Oh, what's a reality show about classism?
What's
Yeah,
a
this is
reality?
on Netflix, if that helps. On Netflix.
Netflix.
So you
bad
think you can
vegan.
dance?
Here we go. This just to me, this just feels like Netflix's Tindler Swindler. Like it's some kind of weird con game where the guy running the con game is calling all the shots and nobody goes to jail.
Oh,
don't know.
yay.
Oh,
Okay.
not
Only
good.
two more left, so bear with me. Here we go. Elon Musk, SpaceX want to kill baby sea turtles to get to Mars. This is a real headline. If it blows up, it's cool. The far-out philosophy that explains why Elon Musk won't let a few baby sea turtles stop SpaceX's quest to get to Mars. Anybody?
Ooh.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
I was
You're
gonna
just
go
saying names of shows.
Planet Earth.
Oh, I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna give you that. I'll give that one to you, Emma Lurking. I was gonna go with Shark Week, but I ended up on BBC's Blue Planet, so I'll give it to you.
Blue Planet. That's a good one too.
And finally, you should be able to get this one. Maybe you already said it today. I don't. No, you were close. Okay, here are a series of headlines and the final of our new game, the final of our new matching whatever
This was.
game is. Here we go. Tesla CEO Elon Musk buys stake in Twitter. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy's pay package totaled more than $212 million during his first year running the company, and CEO pay is skyrocketing as the average worker struggles to keep up with inflation. What's the show?
The Martian.
Hoarders.
What?
Hoarders.
Say it, Emma?
Hoarders.
That's it exactly. Hoarders on A&E.
Wow!
See, she figured out the
Ending
show
on
towards
a
the end.
win. Congratulations
All right.
to Emma for
Thanks
whatever that
thanks
was.
for putting up with me. Thank you.
Whatever that was, Emma just won it.
Come on. How dare you?
let's go to something a little bit more entertaining, shall we? Which is my segment. One of the recommendations in the UN's latest doom-laden sludge metal album, titled Climate Change 2022, is that we actually have to start removing carbon from the air to stay at 1.5 degrees Celsius above normal. Companies have already been tapping carbon offsets to get that done so they can keep on vowing to be carbon neutral without doing anything. And crypto bros are moving into blockchain-based markets for carbon offsets. But here's a question that no one was asking. Why are we just offsetting carbon? Until now. Here's the headline: Expensify's unusual diversity drive. Expensify, a company that makes submitting receipts to your corporate overlord 7% less horrible, has plans to create white dude offsets. This is not a joke. This is a real headline. Expensify will donate 25 cents for every dollar it pays to white male employees to its company nonprofit, expensify.org. It's like a white guilt tax on itself until it hires enough women and people of color to stop donating so much to itself, I guess. So I reached out, and we have right now a fancy expert moment. I reached out to one of the foremost experts in ESG to ask what other male behaviors could use offsetting.
Wait, you didn't call me. Well, who did you reach out to?
No. I did not call you because I actually talked to an expert. And these offset proposals come from courtesy of Jacqueline Bouchard, the head of ESG at Preqin, who is actually a client of Free Float, analytics.
Oh, wait, this
client.
sounds like an awkward related party transaction. I don't know what's going on.
That's right. We have clients. Speaking on behalf of herself, of course, she asked, in no particular order, for the following offsets. Companies, are you listening? Let's make this a reality. First up, a mansplaining offset. Donating 10% of every man's salary per minute they mansplain to a female superior.
Per
I thought
minute?
That was pretty good. Yeah, per
Wow.
minute. It should be expensive.
Wait, so that means 10 minutes is the full. What's the full salary?
Full salary. They're out.
Yeah.
They lost
I think
their
we
money.
should change that to the total compensation, not just the salary portion of it. That's fine.
It's also an opportunity to hire more women to be there with stopwatches during every conversation.
That's true.
I would 100% buy.
You need that, actually.
Everyone in the company. What are you talking about? Let me explain something to you. All right, number 2, manspreading offset.
Okay.
Increasing the subway fare for men by 60% during peak rush hour periods to accommodate their crotches. I thought that was
That
great.
makes sense.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? Like it's a win-win for everybody.
Especially the trains, the trains built by the Japanese, like the one
bullet trains or
line,
whatever?
the 9, the 4 train. You know, they have the mini seats. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
Nobody knows
I
what you're
do. We
talking
just
about.
can't spend so much time on Japanese trains.
Can't we though? Number 3, lactation room offsets. Donating 1 breast pump to charity every time a man walks into a lactation room without knocking because, dude,
What?
this is where I go for alone time.
Is that a real
Holy
thing?
shit.
that a
Oh
real
yeah,
thing?
that's a real thing. That's a real thing. You ask any woman who's
blocked?
had a baby and is pumping, what ends up happening because like men just like unlock it or walk in. It happens.
Oh,
And
dang.
finally, thanks to
Yeah.
Jacqueline Bouchard for these excellent recommendations for Expensify.
This is real? They really came from her?
They really came from her. I spent an hour talking about.
So why do we
offsets
why
with-
do we have you? Why do we have you? Why don't we just have
Yeah,
her?
where's Jacqueline?
Yeah.
Number 4. Well, she has
Yeah.
a real job.
Oh.
Dick War offsets.
Ugh.
For every rocket launched into the mesopause by a male CEO or billionaire, $6 billion is donated
Ooh, I
to
like
solve
this.
world hunger.
That's a good one. Come on.
There's
That's
a
There you
monetary
go. Those are the
amount I can
offsets.
get with.
Where are the crypto zealots making offsets for all dude problems? I want the NFT of this. That's it. Thanks to Jacqueline for that.
But look, can we just talk about this for a second, and then I want to
Talk
get
about
to
it for
Emma's
as
game?
many seconds
Yeah.
as you want.
But
Till
this is
Emma says
serious,
no.
right? This is serious.
This is a very real thing that Expensify is doing.
So what is
Yes.
this? This is kind of like the isn't there a tradition like when you in the Catholic Church, and I'm not just picking on Catholics here. It's only because this is all I know about. Is that like you can murder a dude, but if you go to confession, it's kind of okay. Like, is this what's happening? Like they're gonna pay away their horrible diversity? Is that it?
That's correct. Well, my guess is that they looked at their people
Yeah.
and they know how much it would cost, and
Yeah.
there are not a lot of white dudes there already, and they're basically saying we can offset. My suggestion, Expensify, would be white dudes are a problem at your company. Hire less of them.
Yeah, I don't really. That's why. And aren't they
25
probably already
cents
giving
your own.
I mean, most corporations have a charitable giving program anyway. Is this just like a cheeky way of coming up with nonsense? I just don't buy it. And by the way, I looked into Expensify. This is another one of these controlled dictatorships. They have, Matt, you'll be happy to know, they don't have 2 classes of voting stock. They have 3. This guy
thank
manipulates
God.
his empire with one stock is 1 vote, one is worth 10 votes, and the third is worth 50 votes. So this sounds like a very equitable,
votes?
inclusive, diverse kind of place. Like, congratulations.
And why not donate a share of 50 vote shares to
Yeah, how
every
about that?
minority that you've hired? How about that?
Yeah, how about for every white dude? Yeah, exactly. How about you donate your voting power to? Yeah,
I would
somebody
love
else.
white dude class shares, and they have
go.
0.5 voting power.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
0.1. I like it.
These are all great ideas
All right, Emma.
that we're throwing around right now.
Let's do something fun for one. Come on.
All right, let's do something fun for once, shall we? Here we
Yeah.
go.
Oh, see, Emma's bringing it.
Yeah, Emma's. You give Emma a few buttons. We're gonna
I
get
love
some
my
music.
ass a button. All right, so
Oh,
Today,
stop it. Yeah.
there's a new game because this
Yeah.
is my section, so I get to
I don't
control
like
the
when
buttons
she stops the
on
theme
my
music
section.
from out. Why can't you keep playing it underneath? I don't
Because
think
this
it's
is
fun.
once again.
I'm ready.
Damien's about to get white man taxed right now or whatever.
Oh,
I'm gonna throw his ass a fine.
Come on.
All right. So, lots of news has been coming out of the SEC lately. So, we are going to play a
Oh.
game called SEC Says.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Take
I
that,
only-
Frequin.
I actually I don't know enough about what the SEC says because I read Hester Pierce. That's all I read.
Fair enough. So, the premise of this game is that I'm going to be presenting a topic and you are going to guess what the SEC said about it in response, what its
Whoa.
involvement was, whatever.
I like it. I like this.
As
I feel like I already
always,
lost.
you
Yeah.
may ask contextual questions if necessary, but I reserve the right to ignore them if
Yes.
I wish. All right. Number 1, here's your
Yeah.
topic. Amazon wanted the SEC to exclude a shareholder proposal asking for more tax transparency from their 2022 proxy. What did the SEC say?
I think I might know the answer to this. I think they said sorry, but no.
Yeah, I think they said no also.
You have to include the proposal.
Oh,
That's
That was-
correct. It was
That was a very mild.
There
That
we
was a
go.
very mild win.
it was a very mild win because Matt
Yeah.
cheated off of Damien, who really knew the answer.
No,
But that
no,
Okay.
I would have said no. I would have said no. I was ready to say no.
Yeah,
now I'm gonna have to talk
Matt,
first.
you're right. Matt didn't know. It's only Emma and I really know what's going on in the world because we're the only ones in the headlines figuring stuff out.
It's true.
So the headline
just
is
shows
as
up.
such. SEC says they rule against Amazon in a dispute with investors over tax transparency. And so what they literally said was, we are unable to concur with your view that the company may exclude the proposal. In our view, the proposal transcends ordinary business matters.
Yeah,
I like that.
In other words, their way of
Succinct.
saying, get over yourself. It's going to go to a vote. Shut up.
yeah.
Why
They'll
don't they
still
just
lose
write
anyway,
that?
but yeah.
They should just write that.
I don't
They
know.
should just
People
write
feel they need to
this.
get
They should
fancy
write
with it.
it's gonna fail anyway, so why not throw it up there? Who cares?
All right. Well, because then they have to say our recommendation on this is that you vote no, which is a bad look as well.
Right.
All right. Number 2. Here's your topic. McDonald's wanted the SEC to exclude a shareholder proposal asking for an independent racial audit to assess their civil rights impact from their 2022 proxy. What did the SEC say?
Well, I mean,
They've
why
already-
did they? Yeah,
They've passed this other places, as in it's gone to the
why?
proxy
Yeah,
other places.
why wouldn't they even want this to go up there? Like, well, I wonder what their reasoning was. Like,
I think this is a trick
trade
question.
secrets.
I think
Szechuan sauce trade
the
secrets.
I think the SEC did not include it because I think this is a trick
Really?
question, but they've let this go up everywhere else. So I don't know why they would do that.
Well, because I'm horrible at playing games, I'm going to say they absolutely did not let them exclude it because everyone else has these votes. What would be the reasoning? I can't understand it.
Damien is correct.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
SEC
what-
says
Not really. I was
McDonald's
also correct.
investors to vote this spring on civil rights audit. What they literally said.
Yeah.
We are unable to concur in your view that the company may exclude the proposal. In our view, the proposal transcends ordinary business matters. It was identical.
Yeah. Take
Yeah,
it.
it's copy paste, baby.
First, when I was doing this research, I had a moment where I was like, am I on the wrong article? I think I just read that. Did they make a mistake? But it was 2 totally different publications. They were talking about 2 totally different things, but they used the exact same verbiage.
Emma, let me tell you a little
Copy-paste, baby.
secret. When I used to
Yeah.
work at a very giant ESG research firm. I'm not
No
gonna
way.
say.
When?
I'm not gonna say
What?
who. Here's a little secret. Here's what I would do. I would write a big report on like the corporate governance of, let's say, Apple,
Sure.
and then my next assignment was say like General Electric. I would copy and paste the entire report over, and then I would just replace the word Apple with General Electric, and I would publish. That's all I would do. I would do that all day long. That's
No
how.
wonder you
That's how
never
the
got
business world
promoted.
works. That's how it goes.
Okay, fine.
Matt
That's
looks really
depressing, but
confused
fine.
and
All
upset.
right.
I
Number
don't believe
3.
you ever had a job.
Does
That's-
seem unreasonable.
That's an interesting premise too. All right, number 3. The SEC is in the middle of figuring out how to regulate crypto, and they were deliberating over whether or not companies that manage their customers' crypto holdings must declare them on their own balance sheets. What did the SEC say?
See, I know the answer to
hope-
this.
I don't know
All
the
right,
answer.
then
I would
Damien,
hope-
go first.
I would hope that they would ask for disclosure. I mean, isn't that the SEC's ball game? It's just like disclose. So I'm gonna say
It's not it's not necessarily about disclosure. It's
Yeah.
about
where to put them.
what they are and are not responsible for asset and liability wise.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. So I'll just say
The
what
answer
Matt
is
said.
yes. They're going to force
Yeah, that's
like
my
the 4
answer.
companies that have crypto to put them on their balance sheet. So MicroStrategies, I don't know if you're listening to us. I assume you are. This one's about you.
Ooh,
That is correct. They did say
we're
yes.
killing this game.
You
Yeah,
really
crypto
are.
mom Hester Pierce did not like this rule.
Oh, why not?
She said, it's not the SEC's job to inhibit innovation and things like that. So
Yeah, she doesn't like lights.
She did-
Likes to do
she
things in
actually-
the dark.
what she actually said was, this rule, it probably makes sense, and then spent the rest of her dissent or her statement on this comment, it basically saying like the SEC is in the dark and should not be regulating innovation and all that kind of stuff. But that was after, at the very beginning, she said this rule is probably a good idea.
I
but
actually have a weird story for you. You're not going to believe. I actually was in college. I was roommates with Hester Pierce, and she wouldn't
Were
even
you?
let me put a light in the pantry. So like
You had
I'm
a
looking for
pantry in your
cinnamon,
dorm room?
and I'm looking for cinnamon, and I end up with like chili like powder. I don't know. I didn't know what was going on.
Oh,
Hester
no.
just she doesn't
you
like
just
people to
gotta-
know
you've
stuff.
got- you've got to innovate. That's what you've got to do.
Yeah.
Just get out of the market and innovate.
And finally, number 4, here's your topic. Elon Musk and his legal team are arguing that the SEC shouldn't have been able to subpoena Musk's tweets in their investigation of his 2018 and 2021 tweets.
That's
What
ridiculous.
did the SEC say?
Screw you.
That it's public
mean,
record. They were public
yeah,
tweets.
I mean, what are we doing here? Like, you're a dope. Go buy Twitter.
I think that was their official statement. You're a dope.
Yeah.
Yes, those are all basically correct. The SEC says they claim authority to subpoena Elon Musk over tweets. What they literally said was, so long as Musk and Tesla use Musk's Twitter account to disclose information to investors, the SEC may legitimately investigate matters relating to Tesla's disclosure controls and procedures, including Musk's tweets about Tesla, as well as the accuracy of Tesla's public statements about its controls and procedures.
That's
Good
just
job,
like a no-brainer.
SEC.
This is
Yeah.
It's a stupid lawsuit. That's why he bought Twitter, because he thinks he can, like, what does he think he can do? What is he going to do? He's going to tweet at Hester, or I don't know what he's going to do.
Hester's already on his side, clearly.
Okay. All right. That's a beautiful game. Thank you, Emma.
That was a
That's it.
beautiful game and a beautiful show. And by beautiful, I mean a waste of your time. We are Free Float Media. This is Business Pants. We'll see you tomorrow for our long form show. We do not have a fancy expert coming up, although we might have an unfancy expert. Maybe. Either this week or next week, we're trying to settle it. The winner of the March Sadness tournament, who should have been me, is likely to join us.
Isn't he a physician's assistant? How is that not fancy? That means he's smart.
I said, well, he's not an ESG, first of all, and
so
that obviously means he's smart if he's not an ESG.
You're not that fancy. I mean, like he's not coming here wearing business pants. He's wearing physician pants. That's different. Join us tomorrow, and we'll see you then.